the shoot terminates in an apical bud, inside which lies the growth cone, consisting of meristematic tissue, the apex. The apex, in turn, is composed of the tunica, the outer layer of cells. They divide and increase the surface area, and the corpus, the inner layer from which the stem cells and rudimentary leaves develop. The apex grows actively and its cells divide repeatedly, ultimately forming all the tissues and parts of the stem. The formative tissue at the tip of the shoot, known as the apical meristem, gives rise to the ground meristem, from which the fundamental tissues develop, and to the procambium, from which the primary vascular tissues are formed. At first, the nodes and internodes on the stem are practically indistinguishable, because leaf primordia are rapidly produced by the apical meristem and are packed very tightly together. Then these cells elongate, the sections between successive whorls of leaves gradually increase and take shape as internodes, while the points of leaf attachment become transformed into nodes. Thanks to this, the stem grows in length. Because the upper side of the leaves grows faster, the leaves bend downward, while new rudimentary leaves form from the growth cone. The rate of apical growth is small, on average only 0.005 mm per minute. Only in some bamboos does it reach up to 0.6 mm per minute, which is why the stem can grow 30-50 cm per day, and sometimes as much as 90 cm. In many plants, the lower part of the internodes continues to grow for a considerable time, and the growing zones of the stem are separated from one another by tissue that has already ceased to grow. Therefore, this type of growth is called intercalary growth. In regions with a temperate climate, the stems of herbaceous plants live for only one season, during which they form their primary anatomical structure. In woody plants, this structure develops during the first year of life. The main elements of the stem's anatomical structure are the epidermis, the primary cortex, and the inner part of the stem, the central cylinder, which includes the pericycle vascular tissues and sometimes the pith. The diameter of such stems can increase only through the enlargement of the cells initially formed.